My dear sisters and brothers in the Lord, I think it is safe to say that among the topics that are in the modern world considered socially unacceptable to talk about, on that list, surely there is the question, the reality, the mystery of death itself, a topic that few people ever want to talk about. And of course, in our secular world, there's a reason for that. Because in fact, in our secular world where there is no place for a God, death is a problem. And so you hear that people pass away. Of course, no one asks, where did they pass to? We hear about celebrations of life when a person's life has ended, not asking the question, to what is that celebration about? And we have a culture, my friends, where youth is idolized, as if there was no dignity for those of us who are growing older and frailer each day. Death has a very troubled place in our modern secular world, but not here. For as we come to the closing Sundays of the Paschal year, you and I are being asked by the Church to contemplate this great mystery, not because it should cause fear and trembling and anxiety, but because you and I who believe see it in a different way, with a different set of eyes. And today in the gospel we hear that Jesus says, heaven and earth will pass away, but my word will not pass away. And what is that word that will not pass away? But the very words of the Lord that said, he who eats my flesh and drinks my blood will remain in me and live forever. What is the word that will not pass away? I am the resurrection and the life. He who believes in me will never die. Of course, for all of us, myself included, consider the day when we will enter the mystery of death does leave many questions in my mind, a bit of apprehension. But we need not truly fear, because you and I know that death is not the end, but death is a passage to a greater life of glory. Perhaps that is a good context for us to come here today and to pray for those men and women who are not afraid courageously to face the mystery of death, or to risk their lives for others that they might have life and escape the mystery of death. Today we gather to honor all of our police officers, our firefighters, our technicians, our emergency medical technicians, because, my friends, oftentimes as a society and individuals, we forget the sacrificial work they do every single day. For many times they find themselves in circumstances where they themselves must risk their lives for others. Oftentimes they face the mystery of the death of those whom they serve, and they don't recoil, they don't run away, they don't not afraid to face whatever the situation is, but with courage and generosity and self-sacrifice, they lift the lives of those whom they serve, protect them from harm, save them in times of great turmoil, in fire and chaos, in their moments of suffering, you, me, all of us. So it is a great gift in a society that wants to run away from the mystery of death, that we have these noble men and women who every single day do whatever is required so that others may have life, protection, healing, and peace. They are not afraid of the mystery of death. And that is why we come here to pray for them, to pray for all of you, my friends, who have taken the time to join us, for which I am most grateful that you are here, to pray for every single one of you, that God will protect you in your noble work, will keep you safe with the love and protection of the angels, most especially Michael, the great archangel, the guardian of the gates of heaven itself. That the Lord will grant you whatever courage you need, so that you may continue to be faithful in the noble work that God has chosen for you, and that God will always keep you safe in his love. And to come here today for all of us to say thank you for what you do, to serve others in their greatest need, even at the cost of risking your own life. I can think of no greater and more noble work. And we are all grateful. And I promise to continue to pray for all of you each day. And you know what, boys and girls? As you grow older, you are going to have many opportunities to consider what you would like to do in life. And really, the sky is the limit. But I do want you to remember today, because as you consider a vocation, what you would like to do, consider the possibility of becoming a police officer, or a firefighter, or a nurse, or an ambulance driver. Because you know what, boys and girls? That work is beautiful. It's courageous. It's noble. It is one of the most important vocations you can embrace. Something to think about as you continue growing in wisdom and grace. And so, my dear friends, on this 33rd Sunday of Ordinary Time, as we prepare to conclude our pastoral year next Sunday with the solemnity of Christ the King of all things, the Church asks us to pause and to look at the mystery of death straight on with the eyes of faith. The men and women we are praying for and we honor today do that every single day, standing firm with courage, conviction, confidence, and grace. They do whatever love requires. I ask you, for the rest of us who are here praying together as sisters and brothers, before that same great mystery, how will you and I respond?